Hello guys, it's Andrea and today we're gonna take a look at the Kobra sight. You know, with my experience with first-person shooters, I found out that the Kobra sight is always one of my favorites. And the reason is simple, but I wanna talk about why it's very useful on Insurgency. You know, with my hours of experience in Insurgency, I found out that two things are really the most important things, the things that really make somebody stand out. The first thing is fast enemy acquisition. The second one is general and situational awareness. When we talk about fast acquisition, we talk about reflexes, we talk about the time before you actually see the enemy and the time before you shoot the enemy. And you want to make this time the shortest time as possible. You know, when you're running with a Kobra sight, this is not really a problem. You can be running all the time without aiming down sight. And the moment you see the enemy, you just raise your sights and kill him in an instant. The problem comes with another type of scope, like the 2x scope or 4x scope or the 3.4x scope. Because, first of all, it takes more time for the sight to go up. And also, if you're not accurate enough, you don't know perfectly where the center of the screen is, sometimes you're not, when you raise your sights, you're not being in the hitbox of the enemy, so you lose more time being accurate and centering the enemy hitbox. When I talk about general and situational awareness, it's something that you gain by playing, especially the general awareness. The general awareness is the one that makes you kill an experienced player, maybe because you know the map, maybe because you know how to maneuver around the map and flank the enemy, maybe because you know the best spots of the map, and it's just something that you learn by playing and playing the game all over again. The second one is the situational awareness. Maybe your whole team died. The enemy may come from all directions. Then it comes down your response to the situation where you didn't expect, where you need to push yourself. And the first thing that you need is listening to sounds. You need to have a lot of visibility. If you don't have that, it's going to be a problem. You're probably going to die. I rarely see somebody with a 4x scope as a last man standing kill the whole team unless they're camping on bullheads and you don't kill an enemy from the distance, but they're just camping, maybe they don't get into the spot or the objective and we lose anyway. So a lot of visibility. And also what I like about the Kobra sights is the contrast of the three chrome stripes on the center. Maybe there is an explosion, maybe there is, in fact there is a lot of fog on some maps. Maybe you enter a dark area and maybe you have iron sight, and what those iron sight, the contrast is not really the best. With those weapons I just love the contrast, I just love being in dark areas because I can clearly see where I'm shooting. And another thing is that the moment you kill the enemy, you see him dropping. When you don't have a sight, the first problem you're going to encounter when you're using the iron sight is that you see the fire coming out from the gun unless you have a suppressor. And in order to confirm the kill you take more time, and when it comes down to long range engagements, it's really hard even to see if you kill the enemy unless you see the blood splashing from the distance, unless you get a headshot. So even for confirming the kills, I think it's very important because you can focus on one enemy, kill him, and then move to another as fast as possible. And this is very important when you're the last man standing. So guys, that's what I think about the Kobra sight. I really love it. It's the one that I prefer the most. I wish there were more sights on the game. Not really zoom sights because, you know, we have already a lot. But something like the red dot, I don't remember the actual name, but a red dot with no zoom and a red dot aim point, I think it's the name. The one you see often in Battlefield, because I think it's awesome too. And just to balance for the game for the security, because I think the holographic sight is not really the best. So anyway, tell me what you think, tell me your opinion, what type of scope you prefer, why you prefer the type of scope. Maybe it fits your playstyle. Maybe you're like me that have a bad monitor and without a zoom scope you can't actually see the enemy at distance. Maybe you're playing always on dark maps and you can't stand always missing the enemies because it's too dark and you can clearly see anything. You know, tell me what you think. What I'm doing lately to balance the two things, it's using a zoom scope on a weapon and then using a sidearm with armor piercing. This is very useful because if you want to defend, you have a really good zoom scope, you have a good position, and you can kill and see the enemy very quickly. And also zoom scope are really great when it comes down to confirming that the enemy is dead. And also the sidearm when rushing and want to be faster. I think the sidearm are really amazing when it comes down to close range engagements. And I perform better with a sidearm than the rifle because, you know, a lot of visibility, a lot of, you know, the battle that is shorter. You don't have to worry about picking out a corners and giving out your position. Sometimes you do it very well by face hugging the wall, but maybe your weapon sticks out of the wall and they can see you anyway. So that's what I think, guys. Tell me what you think and see you on the next video.